What's new in CloudBees CI 2.361.3.2? Are you new here? If you are, welcome. And if you are new here, you don't know who I am. My name is Darren Pope, and I'm a developer advocate for CloudBees. On Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022, CloudBees CI 2.361.3.2 was released. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the new features and bug fixes that are included. Now, if you've never taken a look at the release notes for CloudBees CI, let me show you how to get there. We're going to start at docs.cloudbees.com. We'll click on Documentation and click on CloudBees CI. In the left nav, click on Documentation and go down to Release Notes. And here you'll find the release notes. Now, I want to call out something if you've never seen it before. If you skip versions when you're upgrading, so if you're moving from version X to version Z, then you're going to need to take a look at the upgrade notes for version Y and version Z, because those upgrade notes may contain information that's pertinent to your upgrade process. Now, below the important section, you can see that the latest version, 2.361.3.2, we see traditional platforms, and we also see modern cloud platforms. We'll first take a look at traditional platforms, and then we'll go take a look at the differences inside of modern cloud platforms. We'll click on Full Release Notes. You'll notice in this release there were no new features, but there were a handful of feature enhancements. I want to go ahead and call out two of those right now. The first one is related to Configuration as Code, or CASC. There's been a new endpoint created in both the CLI and for the HTTP endpoints to force the checkout of all bundle storage. If you're currently using CASC, this is a feature that's been requested by many people. Take a look at it and see if it can help improve your workflow. Now, the other feature enhancement has been highly requested. And at this point, with 2.361.3.2, there is now ARM64 support for all the container images related to CloudBees CI. That includes the Operations Center, the controllers, and the agents. Now, at this point for this release, this is still considered to be a preview feature. If you've been wanting to test out how CloudBees CI runs on an ARM architecture, now is the time to go ahead and start testing that out. Now, under resolved issues, there's two items that I want to go ahead and call out. The first one is related to using RBAC and if you're using the SAML plugin. There was a problem where the RBAC groups would fail. That's now been fixed. And also, if you're using WebSockets to connect agents back to your controllers, there were some conditions to where a deadlock could happen. That has also been resolved. Now let me go ahead and scroll down to known issues. If you've been following the known issues for a while, there are a handful here that are still known issues at this point, but this is a new one. Sandboxed Groovy scripts, including pipelines that use the @field annotation and don't provide an initial value, will fail to compile. Now let's go over and take a look at a couple of items that are specific to CloudBees CI for modern cloud platforms. We'll go ahead and click on Full Release Notes, and let's scroll down to feature enhancements. The one item that's specific here for modern cloud platforms is that node port information has been added to the controller's stateful set. So now at this point, there are environment variables that are available that you can look at for the JNLP node port and also the JNLP node name. And finally, one more item underneath resolved issues. There was a delayed reconnection of multiple managed controllers to the Operations Center on startup. Previously, this was a blocking synchronous process. Now it has been changed over to asynchronous, and this problem no longer exists. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us on Twitter at CloudBees. If this video was helpful to you, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to CloudBees TV yet, why not? Take a moment, click on that subscribe button, and then ring that bell, and you'll be notified anytime there's new content available on CloudBees TV. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.